Sarah's Stamping Retreat. Today we're going to be creating a window sheet card with this gorgeous Bloom Where You're Planted suite. So you can see some really lovely examples using it here. We're going to be using the papers, which I'll show you up close in a second, just a sentiment from the stamp set and the dies. So I'll bring them in to show you. So these are the absolutely gorgeous papers, and they're all kind of got a bolder print on this side and then a more kind of textural print on the other side. So we've got these lovely leaves which you can cut out and put in your pots. Love this as a background print. I'm going to be using this today. You've got all these lovely pots. If I just bring the die set in a second, you'll see that you can cut these ones out with that. You can cut these ones out with that. Got that one. So we've actually got dies to cut out 3 of the 4 different types of pots on this page. And that's got that pattern on the back. We've got this with this on the back. And then we've got this gorgeous kind of full-on pot plants. We're going to be using some of these today with this on the back. Then you've got this really gorgeous stamp set with the leaves and the pots and all the sentiments, and a lot of these coordinate. So you can see this one cuts out these leaves, those leaves, this cuts out this cuts out this, and then you've got one for each of the pots. And then in the dies you've also got these kind of more detailed plant pot holders. So you've got this here, you've got this for a hanging plant pot holder, kind of a macrame style type thing, and then you've got different detailed plants, and then a couple of bits so like these you could use on their own. So for today's card we're going to make a 5 by 7 inch card. So I've got a 5 inch by 9 inch piece of soft succulent cardstock. This one measures 2 inches by 5 inches. Then I've got a piece of acetate that measures 3.5 inches by 5 inches. And then these pieces of the pattern paper that I've just shown you, they each measure 2 inches by 5 inches. And I've just cut out a couple of these in grey granite as well. So I'm just going to bring in my scoreboard a second. And we're just going to lay this along here. So it's 5 inches by 9 inches, and I'm just going to score it at 7 inches. And then we're going to fold this over. And I'm going to put some terra tape just along this line here. And I'm just going to take that off and add on my acetate over the top. And then I'm just going to pop some tape just on one edge of this piece. And I'm going to line this up with the bottom of here, because this is going to be the bottom of the front of our card. And then I'm just going to pull that down. And I'm just going to put tape along the bottom of there and tape along the bottom of here. And the reason I've put tape on is that it'll stick to the acetate better than glue. So I'm going to use glue for the rest of it where it sticks onto here. I'm just going to put a bit of glue on there. And a bit of glue on here. And then I'm just putting it so that the tape edge is over the acetate. I'm just lining that up nicely along there. And I think I probably should have made my acetate just a little bit bigger. So you might want to go for 3 3/4 inches rather than 3.5 inches by 5 inches. Because I could have done with a little bit more at the bottom, but it's fine, it will do the job, but probably would have been easier with a little bit more. So then we've got this, and you can see then on the inside you can't see any tape or anything through the acetate because we've kind of covered everything up with these. So then that's our card blank, so it'll stand up like that. So my pot holders are going to come down like this, so I need some plants to go in there, and I'm also going to have a plant to sit on here and grow upwards. So I'm just going to cut all of those pieces out of here. So I'm going to cut these two to go in here, and I think maybe I'll have this one going upwards. Now that I've got those cut out, I'm just going to add these in front of these. So I'm just going to put a bit of glue on those. So now I'm going to take the thank you stamp from the stamp set that goes with it, and I'm going to stamp that in Evening Evergreen ink down the bottom here. Now I'm just going to add a couple of dimensionals onto the back of here, but I'm going to try and just keep them at the bottom so that they don't show when you open the card. And then I'm going to glue the hanging planters at the top. And again, I'm just trying to make sure that the glue doesn't go on the acetate, the window sheet. And then I've got some of my elegant faceted gems, and I'm just going to use some of the white ones just over the top of these holes to look as though there's kind of something attaching them to the wall, so it doesn't just look like they're hanging in midair. So then that's our cute card. So when you stand it up, it kind of looks like that. It's hard to actually show it properly standing up on the video, but you kind of get the idea, and then when it's closed it looks like that. So thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope you enjoyed our project. If you did, I'd appreciate you clicking like below, and you can also click subscribe if you'd like to see future videos. All of the products that we've used for today's card are listed in the description below, and there's also a host code there. So if you pop the host code into your basket before you check out, then I'll send you a free gift after the end of the month. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see you again soon.